everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood irregular YouTuber. How is everyone doing? It's me, Millie, back again on YouTube after a very long break, which was totally uncalled for. I think 2 months back I did this, or 3 months back, I have lost all sense of time. I did this series where I explained people how and what's of makeup basics, and a lot of you guys liked it, and I got a lot of requests for doing one for eyeshadows. So I did a small survey and I asked a few people what shades they have in their color palettes mostly, and most of the answers were pinks and browns. So today I am here with another episode of Makeup Basics for your eye makeup for this look. I have also explained in the video how to do your wing liner using 2 different mediums, which I evened out later because I have to go outside. If you guys liked the previous 2 videos, then check this one out because I'm pretty sure you guys will like it. And let's get into it. Alright, so I have done my base makeup, which is just applied my primer, my sunscreen, my foundation, and I concealed the area around my eyes because they are just fundamentally dark. Even if I am getting good sleep, they are just more pigmented than the rest of my face, so it always works in my favor to conceal or prime the area around my eyelids, just the entire eye area in general. One thing to keep in mind, the tutorial that I'm doing today is only going to be for pinks and browns, which are colors that kind of go with every skin tone. But if you want to experiment with more vibrant colors such as blues, greens, purples, or yellows or oranges, reds, then you might have to do a proper eye primer before you go ahead with your eyeshadow, because these colors are something that need a lot of building up and they don't really go so well with Indian skin tone if you don't prime it pre-hand. So that's something to keep in mind. I also did my eyebrows off the camera because I've never really needed to actually shape my brows and then do the thing, so I just thought I'm not the right person to give a tutorial on that. But if you guys want, maybe I could make like a short Instagram clip on how I do my eyebrows and you guys could look at that. I'm going to place the camera right here so that you guys can know what's going on my eye close up. Since I'm doing pinks and browns, I always like to form the base of my eyeshadow using a brown tone, but it just seems more natural and gives a better base to all my eyeshadows. Every time I do my eyeshadows, I use a minimum of 2 tones because it gives it more dimension and it just makes my eyes look better and bigger. So I think that's just a creative choice. You can go with 1 color or 2 colors or how many ever colors you guys like. I'm going to take a very light brown shade and I am going to, you see this part between just below your brow bone and above your eye socket, there's this little tiny bony part over here. This is where I start applying my eyeshadow from. A lot of people go in, from in to out. I just like to go from outside to in. That's just how I've seen it always. So I think I've got onto that. You guys just have to trace with your brush with a very light hand only the part which you can feel like the cliff of the bone. It's not that complicated, I hope. I'm trying to explain it the best way possible. I try to keep my brown super light. Also, I can't see properly without my specs. That's always a really big problem whenever I'm doing my eyeshadow. You can already see the difference between this eye and this eye. It just shows the difference. I'm going to repeat the same process on the other eye. Alright, that's for the base of my eyeshadow. I'm going to try to not make this a very red, pink focused look because I want to make it as wearable as possible on an everyday basis. I've also done 2 other makeup tutorials for everyday makeup look for beginners. You guys can go check that out. I'll link it in the description below. Another thing I forgot to mention is that if you guys don't have a makeup brush, that's okay. Use a paintbrush, use your fingers. It doesn't really matter as long as you're getting the work done. I just feel like there's a lot of stigma around using the proper equipment for something, but there is always substitutes and everyone's a beginner sometimes, so you're not born with all the equipment you need to do something, so don't shy away from using whatever you have available. The next color that I'm going to use is a very light pink shade. It's okay, so it's not really so light on the palette. It's actually a pretty dark and a very violent shade of pink, but I'm going to use this with a very light hand, so it's going to seem like it's very soft If not, you guys can go with any other pink shade. You guys can mute out, also this is like another lesson, you guys can mute out your red shades if you have them, and you guys can use that instead of like having an actual pink. But when I did this tiny survey with the people I know, they all said that they have palettes which are mostly focused on pink based colors, so I'm just gonna go in with this. I've taken a very small amount on my brush, and I'm just going to go again, trace right below where I did my brown so that it gives it a more layered look. So as you guys can see, I have done the pink. It's very light, it's very wearable, it's super almost invisible, but it still gives your eyes a layered look. I'm going to repeat the same on both my eyes, and if it looks a little too light, then I might just go in with a little bit more pigment to make it look a little bit more prominent. For the inner corner of my eye, I'm just going to go in with a shimmery shade. That's usually what I do for the inner corner because that's always so pretty looking. I have this very pretty pink shimmery shade, and I'm gonna go in with this. Also the inner corner of my eye to the part where there has been no filling up. I did the filling in, you guys can already see the difference. I'm gonna take this and I'm just going to follow the same line right here. I'm just trying to go to connect it to this part right here. So you take the color, you put it right here, you smudge it out, and then you can just connect it to where you finished off your eyeshadow. So this is just a personal choice. I really like doing this. I just think it makes my eyes look bigger and prettier, and I guess that's the entire point of doing makeup, to, you know, make yourself look the best version of yourself that you have in your mind. So yeah, that's for the eyeshadows. I am going to go in and show how to do your eyeliner in 2 different mediums right now. Alright, so one that I'm going to use is my eyeliner pencil, which I'm going to apply using a brush. So you can use this technique on a gel based eyeliner as well. So first with the liquid liner, now make sure that when you are buying a liquid liner, you buy a product which actually comes with a nice pointy brush, because that really helps in drawing winged liners. You guys can see? Okay. I'm going to take this part of my eye right where this intersection. I'm going to take this and I'm going to draw a straight line. Just like that. Now the length of this line depends on your taste. I like huge winged liners, so I'm just going to go in with those. And I'm just going to take this just a little below where the point ends, so that if you mess up, you can just extend it. So just, you know, keeping that for safety. And I'm going to make it meet in the middle of my eye. So yeah, that's how I like my winged liner. Earlier I used to go all the way in, but I started seeing some tutorials and this one looked much cuter to me, so I just started to go with this. For my other eye, I have this angled brush, and I'm going to go in with that in my pencil, and I'm just going to rub some off of the tip of it, and I'm going to just take the pointy end towards the intersection. I'm going to draw a very straight line. Now remember that the effect from you know, a kajal pencil and using a pointed brush is always going to be a little less pigmented and less precise than a gel liner or a liquid liner. But I think that's again comes down to a personal choice. Some people like it that way. And I'm going to repeat the same process on this eye. That's my other eye. And this is my 2 eyes. I'm eventually going to do the same on both of them. So yeah, this is how I do my eye makeup. One last step in doing your eye makeup is a mascara. Now there's some people apply fake lashes, but I don't have any. I'll probably go buy them today. Yes, I'm going out. This is fun. Just make sure that you go upwards and move it like this. So you're like a printer. It just always gives more volume when you do it this way. Yeah, and that's for that. That was my eye makeup. And that was the video. I applied some lipstick. Oh, I didn't apply any blush. Yes, I was missing something out. But yeah, that was the tutorial for my eye makeup. I know this was a very late video and I should have shot this much earlier, but life got to me. It keeps getting to me. I don't know what to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in the comments below. If you want any other specific parts on makeup basics, I could do that as well. Let me know if you guys want me to do a part with like proper vibrant color eye makeup, or if you guys want me to proceed with this, because I don't think there is anything else I can do for makeup basics. But if you guys like this series, then let me know if this has been helpful to you guys, and let me know in the comments below. See you next time.